Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get them closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And Murray's going to keep this. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 39. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Cunningham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch safety three.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Cunningham. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Remember, he scored already in this first quarter, and he's really trying to get off to a hot start. But on that last play, the defense had a little cool breeze back his way and said, not that time.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Murray now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call. and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And the Browns first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go with Cunningham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Browns nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 21-0 our score after one.
Score Cardinals 21, Browns nothing.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cunningham. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard. Line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
What we got? Jump forward. Jump.
After the turnover, here's Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Andy Isabella with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
Is good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cunningham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Warrior 17.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Go down, go down. Come back, come back. Watch the twins. Shoot.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 2.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 26-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Murray. Able to find Harris, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. They'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll run on first down. Cunningham. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cunningham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards leads that time and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 47.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cunningham. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tackle made at the
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Wrap it. Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Blue down. Slam. 60 Eagles. 60.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 30. The 20. 10. 5. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed.